Tell me, baby, what you gonna do if I throw it back on you? Tell me, baby, what you gonna do?
What's happening?
Tell me, baby, what you gonna do? Can you catch it if I throw it back on ya? You ain't had a girl like me, I should warn ya. In the sheets, I'm a freak, how you want it? Going out the Hennessy. Tell me what you like, I get you right. Know this pussy tight, it's gonna change your life. Ain't a price, you and me tonight. I know that you like that, there's no need to fight back. Have you catching flights, you gon' bring your ass right back. If I throw it back on you,
Much.
tell me, baby, what you gonna do?
Waiting on Lex to come in this joint.
Tell me, baby, what you gonna do if I throw it back on you? Tell me, baby, what you gonna do with all this ass up on you? Tell me, baby, what you gonna do? All this ass make a nigga wanna choose. I'm the type to make a nigga break the rules. I'm drinking on me, spending like a fool.
What's happening?
Hey, how are you?
You'll never lose.
I mean, had to get a little, environment all crazy real quick. You feel me? But what's going down?
Not much. I actually just got back in from volunteering, so yeah.
Yeah, salute.
Yeah.
Salute to that. So, just get off the rip. Salute to you for saying, let me not be selfish. This is my city. It's the city I live in. Let me support as much as possible. You know what I mean? So, salute to
Absolutely.
the LEXY Empire. You feel me?
Yes.
Definitely, my heart goes out to everyone who's affected. Just not, Missouri. You know what I mean? But salute to all y'all, man, for real.
Thank you. Thank you.
So, other than that, how are you? How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm great, actually.
Good.
I am.
Good. So for the people who's tuning in, which of course Lex Lou came on, yeah, man, y'all about to start pouring in, so salute to y'all. This is the Doing It Big podcast. I'm Big John, and I interview music artists and entrepreneurs that I feel like is working, doing it big. You feel me? I've been looking at my old episodes. Was like, hey, that's a lot of male. There's a lot of females doing it crazy big out here too. So I said, yo, let me hit up Lex, see what's up. You know what I mean? And so I've been getting in contact with her. I actually found her on TikTok. We was just throwing submissions in, and Lex came up, and I was like, oh, what is this? People want to comment like, this is kind of fire, blah 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 blah. I'm like, oh yeah, let me hit her up real quick.
That is
You feel me?
so crazy that you say you found me on TikTok, because I feel like my algorithm is like so trash on TikTok.
Man,
That is crazy.
yeah, TikTok is wild. But I was on a live interview, and you submitted it, and everybody was going crazy. So when I catch a couple of moments and I really like, or see you working, I like to boom follow. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Boom support. So yeah, you was one of them. So once again, it's the music. You feel
Right.
me? It's the
Right.
music. So yeah, so we're gonna get right into it. All right. So where did you get Lex Lou from? Lexy Lou.
So it's really funny. So I actually didn't start off as Lexi Lou. My artist name was Alexis A, and it's really just my first name and then my last initial.
Okay.
But I wanted to like rebrand myself. So I was trying to figure out a way to represent my city and then like represent myself as a brand as well. So that's how I came up with Lexi Lou. And then I also had a cousin that called me Lexi Lou since I was like in diapers too. So I was like, it was just a perfect fit.
Okay, yeah. I ain't gonna lie, I was sitting there like, wait a minute, man. I get the Lexi part, but St.
Yeah.
Louis. Ooh,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
hard. You feel me? So I got into that. Salute. All right, so okay, you did some rebranding, which I'll get into because I like that. But so when did this start, like music wise? What's happening?
So I have been singing since I was like maybe 6 or 7 years old.
Mm.
I didn't start taking it seriously until like maybe 2018.
Mm.
I had always been in like my my school choirs, and like I've always sang with them, but I never really like actually took it seriously like I am now. But 2018 came around. I had one of my friends, he was actually one of my choir mates. He reached out to me and he was like, "Yo, Lex, I want you to get on this hook for me." So I ended up going to my now producer's house. His name is Jordan. He goes by Gifted Ignorance. I ended up going to his house, laying the hook for my homeboy. Shout out to DeAndre. And honestly, it's just been up from there. I've been creating music ever since then.
Okay. So, you know, I just want to know where the grind started from. You feel me? Yeah. So it's all right. So okay, they got you on. So did they just have you singing, or they had you rapping, or both?
Um. So
Okay.
so at first I started singing, but you know, when the alcohol hits a little bit, you
Oh,
feel like you could do anything.
super power.
Exactly.
Okay.
So I got into rapping a little bit too. So yeah.
I mean, some people take a lot to find a lane in, and you found it. You feel me?
Yeah.
You
Look, I still feel like sometimes I'm still trying to like find my style of music, but for the most part I feel like I'm getting closer and closer to actually finding out like what my lane is in the music industry.
okay? Um, okay. So you started. Okay. So just a little bit. Where are you from for the people that don't know? I mean, we kind of tapped on it, but like
Yes.
I need, you know what I
I
mean?
am born and raised in St. Louis, Missouri.
Salute,
Yep.
salute. The Lulu.
Yes,
I know.
absolutely.
I know. I don't know if man, you follow him. I don't know if you know him like that. I know Rude Girl and Rude Boy. Be
Mm-hmm.
real. Yeah, that's I did some cover art and stuff for them. So salute to them.
Okay, cool.
So the
I'm gonna
Lulu.
have to hit you up when I need some cover art done.
No doubt, no doubt. All right, so you started young. I'm trying to freestyle. I had this written down, but I'm just trying,
It's
go
all
with it.
good.
Um, okay, so let me see. So let me see. Throw it back. Where'd that come from?
So that was like okay, so I tell everybody this because I was doing dishes on a Sunday morning
Beautiful.
and I was doing dishes on a Sunday morning and I had YouTube up. I usually just like go through type beats on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
I just heard one specific beat and I just started humming like a melody in my head. So it was like da 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 hoo hoo. So that's where the hoo hoos came from.
Mm-hmm.
And then I ended up going to the studio and I ended up putting words to the melody.
Mm.
So that's where that came from.
Okay, yeah, it's definitely. That's one you got me in the shower. So it's definitely catchy. When I sent to you, people don't know is like consistency with either one single. Yes, I see you doing work, you know what I'm saying? People gonna click on you just to be curious and be like, yeah, she working. But this song is the it factor where it's about to be pushed crazy, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah,
I feel it. I feel it.
man, I'm telling you, it's gonna be that song. Hey, they gonna go back. Hey, Lexy Lou, she started. You know what I'm saying? That little 48-hour situation. Like, yeah,
Right.
but that song, yeah, I definitely believe in it. And it's super summery, super like happy. You feel me? People want to
Yeah.
get from their 9 to 5 and be like, yo, this is it. So yeah, salute to you for that, and salute to everything you about to do. But that
Thank
song,
you.
yeah, yeah, that song is be songing. You know what I mean?
It be something.
That song be songing. Um, so what's your other than your music? What do you typically like put on?
What do you mean?
Like artist wise, like I don't know, party. It could be I don't know what
Oh,
artists.
so what type of music I listen to?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, I have such a honestly, it ranges. It really ranges. So I can listen to like
Mm-hmm.
SZA, I can listen to Rihanna, I can listen to Beyonce. I could listen to Lil Wayne. I could listen to J. Cole. J. Cole is like my favorite rapper. But then I could also go to like the pop side. I could listen to like some Ariana Grande. I could listen to Lady Gaga. I could go to the countryside and listen to like Lady Antebellum. I could listen to Carrie Underwood. So my music taste is very eclectic. So honestly, I feel like I draw in inspiration from all of those genres of music and I put it into my music.
Okay, I mean, I believe it. So the reason why I asked that is because I want to not line up, but like compare, your style, because it was other interviews and artists I talked to, like, yeah, I like this person to this person. Oh, I get it. This is why you sound like that person. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Your joint is like whatever the weather is. It's a rap. You know what I'm saying? So it's hard to put it, but you have something. So it might just be the Lex Lou genre. You know what I'm
It
saying?
might just be, and it's so crazy because I tell everyone, like, I don't consider myself like a R&B artist because I did actually start out in R&B.
Mm-hmm.
I don't consider myself an R&B artist. I just say an overall music artist because I don't feel like the genre of music that I make falls under any of those
Yeah,
categories at all.
yeah.
So, yeah.
I mean, salute to that. I mean, you can. What Nikki say on the radio? I mean, if you see me on another station, that's just business. You feel me?
Exactly.
So like I said, I'm trying to. I know you have other songs. It's just that Throw It Back is just like, yeah, I'm saying.
Yeah, that's the one I've been really pushing.
Yeah.
And I've actually been promoting that song for a whole year now. So people don't know this, but that song has been out for a whole year and I keep pushing it because it might be old to somebody, but it's going to be new to somebody else
Mm-hmm.
who hasn't heard it.
Yeah. And then, and another thing is, you didn't put no, oh, it's 2000, whatever in your joint. So it's timeless. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
That's why I encourage people to do. If you got a hit, bro, don't put no time on that. You don't.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't at a barbecue. You know what I mean? Step to your left, 1933. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? Like, so you straight. You know what I'm saying? So it's going to be whatever. For example, Fetty Wap, when he was pushing this stuff for 2 years straight. You know what I'm saying? Consistent. You know what I'm saying? And then boom, somebody finally caught it, and this once
It
again
took off.
gonna
Yep.
be the thing. Same thing for you. Um, what else? God damn, I'm trying to stay up that song. But yeah. Have you ever considered, like, do you have any like features?
Um, so I've been working in the studio like a lot. I've been in the studio a lot lately. I've been writing for different people and then I've also been working with other artists. I just did a feature with one of my best
Mm.
friends. Her name is Faith Miller. So I just did a feature with her. There's also another artist here in St. Louis. Her name is Chudy. I just did a feature with her.
Mm.
So yeah, I've done a whole lot of I've been working.
What
I've been working. This
um the Christmas situation was that the one you?
Oh, that was the one that I did with one of my friends. Her name is Faith Miller. So we did a Christmas cover.
Mm.
So that song is actually a remake of Destiny's Child.
Mm. Okay.
So we ended up doing that and it was pretty cool. I love working with her.
Yeah.
It was honestly like a walk in the park.
I believe.
It was super easy.
So that joint, I mean, not only look professional, this is like certain people, because I ask everybody that, but certain people don't mix with certain people. But that joint, like the features I see with you is like this got to match. Uh,
Yeah.
Tommy, I don't know if you read in the comments, but Tripping on Wealth is Tommy. He's from Chicago, but he live in Waco, and he's a
Okay.
producer, artist, and all that. And he was saying "Trip for You" featuring Lex. Of course,
Hey, yeah, send me a
you,
DM.
I mean, you already know I interview the people. You know what I'm saying? The good people. You know what I mean? But yeah, anyway, yeah, good on feature. Um, was is there anything you would turn down? Like, you feel me? Like, oh, I don't. I don't think his song match me or hers.
Um, I can't say that I would turn anything down right now. I'm just like, honestly, I'm really just trying to like build my catalog up just so like when it does happen, like when I get a deal or something like that, the label has something to look at, like, oh, she only has like 2 songs out. We can't do anything with that. So I'm just trying to build my catalog up. I haven't had a moment where I'm like turning down anything.
Mm,
But yeah, right now, no.
okay.
So
All right. I mean, people want to know. You know what I mean? Because curiosity be killing the cat. So after this, they're gonna be like, "Yo, who is this?
right.
Song are they talking about?" He already said it in the comment right there. Tom, he was like, "Yo, I gotta hear this song." Of course, selling it without selling it. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
But so okay, so you down right now with Future? Okay, so I kind of know, but what what's the environment like in the studio?
Um, so maybe I'm like really, really weird for this, but honestly, like me in the studio is just me and the engineer when I record. I don't like anybody else being in there because I feel like too many outside inputs, like it can throw off my energy.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so yeah, that's my vibe in the studio. Now, here lately, um, I've been writing for a lot of different artists and it's a group setting. So I'm getting experience with like working with groups and writing and coming up with different ideas. So I also feel like that's a good thing to have under my belt.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as me recording, I like it to just be me and the engineer.
Okay, because yeah, okay, I can see that. That 1-to-1 is definitely different. If you got little Pookie Bear over here talking about, oh no no no
Yeah.
no, like this,
Yeah.
got so and so like, no, you need to, and then your brain is turned off because I'm like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, salute to that. All right, so you go to a studio. All right, cool. So let me see, a random. What if you could collab with anybody on 3 songs? Who would it be? Like famous?
Mm. Uh, okay. So number one, my favorite rapper, J. Cole.
My wife.
What'd you say?
My wife's too. I had. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, so J. Cole, Rihanna.
Mm.
Oh, oh, this is so crazy. Rihanna, J. Cole. Okay, I just gotta go with the home team. I'm gonna say Sexy Red.
Okay. Some, some people don't know, but that's gonna be crazy. All the film is gonna be in the hood everywhere. This
No,
everywhere. You feel me?
for real.
I see that. Yeah, I definitely see that. I can see that. Yeah, J. Cole, he's wild, man. He's wild good.
Yeah, I love me some J. Cole.
Yeah, went to a concert. You know that what was it? Something season, 6 season or something. I don't know what the hell it was
Hmm.
called. Tour, whatever tour. It was in Philly because they don't come over here. I'm from Pittsburgh. They
Okay.
don't ever come over here to do nothing unless it's country. You feel
Oh,
me? We
dang.
went
Yeah,
to
I know he came here, I want to say a couple years ago. Um, it's this venue called the Pageant. He came here a couple years ago, but I haven't seen him since then. I really wanted to go to the Dreamville
yeah,
Fest.
yeah, yeah.
Could not do that, so I'm gonna have to catch him another time.
Bro, I saw the tickets. I said, "Whoa, you
Yeah,
with me?"
yeah, yeah,
Those was stupid. Those was crazy. I mean, the experience was, dope, of course, but god dang.
yeah. I've seen him once at another time at Rolling Loud too,
Okay,
so that was pretty cool.
okay. Let me see. So, I don't, let me see. I don't want to ask that. My bad. I'm trying to think. I'm trying. I'm
You
trying.
good? You're good.
My bad. My bad. But yeah. Yeah. So my fault. I'm stuck. Because there's so much questions I'm trying to ask you. But I know
It is all good.
you got.
Look, I have all the time in the day right now.
Um. So where do you see yourself and like being consistent as you are? Where you? Okay. What's your goal in the next 2 years?
I would say my goal in the next 2 years, um, I want to put out at least a couple of projects.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I don't necessarily know like how the whole label thing is looking for me right now, just because like me reading up on everything, I'm like, I don't know if like the whole label lane is for me.
Mm-hmm.
But you never know. If it's the right opportunity on the
Yeah.
table,
Yeah.
I could, accept the deal or whatever. Um, but honestly, just pushing my music and working with more artists, hopefully like on the mainstream level.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I think that's one of my biggest goals for the next 2 years. I want to be able to work with big artists like Rihanna or Beyonce or somebody like that, you know?
Yeah. 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 No
Yeah.
doubt.
So
I'm gonna bring Tommy up real quick because I know he's dying to say something. If he wasn't my people, I'd have been like, bro, what you doing? What's up? Tripping on what? What's happening?
Lexy Lou, nice to meet you.
nice to meet you too.
How you
I'm
feeling?
good. How are
I'm
you?
doing well. I'm at work right now. I'm not gonna lie to you, but I was following alive in the conversation. I just wanted to tap in with you. Big John was kind of explaining a little bit about me, but I'm a fellow artist just like you, filmmaker, photographer, and podcaster. And so I have a platform called the Playlist Now podcast where I do exactly what Big John is doing and talk to artists and just kind of try to create that lane for independent, underground, and unsigned artists to have that spotlight. So I kind of like what I was hearing. Um, just kind of following up on what Big John was kind of asking is like, what do you see as next for you? You know what I mean? Like, what's the next step, next project? What do you got coming to the people?
Um, so right now I am working on an EP. I want to drop it before the summer is over. Um, I do have a couple of collabs that I have on it, which I don't want to say too much. But an EP is coming. I also want to drop an album soon, so that's what's coming.
Okay. Regarding the EP, what's the sound like? Like, what are you going for? Is it summery vibes? Is it love vibes? Is it heartbreak? Like, I asked that question because I don't know much about you other than you're a singer. So, what is the foundation of what you're trying to do with this EP? Is it just you telling a little bit of your story, or is it just a mixture of songs? Is it a theme? That sort of thing.
Um, so the theme of the EP is more like getting out with my
Hmm?
girls for the summer type of feel. But it's
Fuck these niggas. No,
also
I'm just playing. I'm just
no, for real. But it's also like a, I don't want to say revengeful love type of feel. I don't know. We just gonna keep it right there. So
Yeah, no.
like
Sometimes you
summertime
gotta.
vibes,
Sometimes you gotta
no.
wake them up. Just like one thing about being an artist is that the music is always better when you draw from real inspiration, right?
Yes,
The things that you're going through, the life moments, because there's always a lesson in the story. So like, and it don't matter what genre you in, you can hear the same concept over and over again, but it's the way that people tell the story that matters, right? That people can
absolutely.
relate to.
Yep.
And so, if it is a revenge plot,
It's a wrap.
come on, let's go, right? You gotta sometimes let these niggas know, don't play with me. I'm not the one,
Mm-hmm.
right? I'm the blessing, not the lesson. You
Yep.
know what I'm saying? So, I definitely like those vibes. I'm definitely interested in hearing more of your sound and how you sound. What would you say? I know you kind of mentioned that you've been in a studio lately. Are you always typically working with like an engineer and producer, or are you recording yourself at all? What's that process like?
So I'm typically always working with engineer and producer. I am learning. I'm learning how to record myself. It's been a bit difficult, I'm not gonna lie, but I think with just repetition, me going in and actually like doing it, I'll learn how to do it pretty quickly.
Mm-hmm.
For sure. I'm
Yeah.
gonna tell you what I tell every artist that I talk to who's trying to be in that space of being an engineer, because that's also something that I do. Is YouTube University.
Oh,
You want to learn?
absolutely.
It's so many people out there with tutorials on the DAW that you use and to kind of help you grow in that space. But it's also just beneficial to you as an artist to be able to put your thoughts down whenever you want and not have to worry about, hey, I got to go book 4 6 hours. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Just to drop a song. So
Yeah.
definitely kudos to you and definitely keep trying, working at it. Because at the end of the day, like I feel like as an artist you can have a really good connection with a producer, but like nobody truly knows your sound like you know your sound, right?
Yep.
Nobody's gonna truly be able to get you to, sound like how you think you sound, unless you just got that match made in heaven, Drake 40 type of relationship with somebody. It's really difficult to really bring out what you are wanting to bring to the table. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And honestly, I will say that me and my producer, we've been working together since 2018, and we've literally like
Bill.
built my sound. So I'm just like, when I go in the studio with other producers and engineers, I'm like, oh,
Yeah, it's not the
this is
same
so
energy.
different.
Yeah,
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 it's
for
so
sure.
different. But I have to adjust, I have to adapt, and we'll figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's up. So I heard a little bit about the record that you already dropped that came out about a year
Push it.
ago. Um, can you touch on just a little bit more about what that record is and like what's the vibe, the takeaway that you want people to have from listening to that record?
Um, so honestly, so I wrote that song in like a really, really, I know this is going to sound really crazy because of the vibe of the song, but I was like in a really, really dark place. My mom, she had just got diagnosed with breast cancer. So she was going through her chemo treatments and everything like that. So I just needed something to make me feel good. And Throw It Back was the song that came from that. So it's more like a feel good song for the
Yeah,
girls.
yeah.
So yeah, that's where it came
I
from.
Yeah, man.
like that.
So look, bro, real quick, and you already know if I'm interviewing them, you feel me?
What's up? What's
Oh
up?
gosh.
If I'm interviewing them, my
Oh
man, you know what I mean? The song,
no, hey,
song
hey.
is dope.
One thing about Big John, and I'm gonna say this. Shout out to Big John, man, because he discovered me the same way. Just being in the live, I was playing some music. He heard a song I dropped. I believe it was What I Need, if I'm not mistaken, was the first song he heard. And he been locked in with me since, I don't know, like 2017, 2016, something like that.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what's up.
So it's been a nice little minute. But that man, if nothing, you can't say nothing else about him. That man got an ear for music. Like whenever I'm doing my live shows, he's sending in artists I ain't never heard of. Like Girlfriend,
Mm-hmm.
dope artist. Was it Rashad Reed,
Yeah.
dope
I'm checking
artist. Uh, um, so the fact that you like you said, he interviewing you right now. I'm interested in hearing the song "Throw It Back" because I want to see what the hype about. You
Yes,
know what I mean?
you gotta listen to
I'm
it.
a, I'm a, hey, after this, I'm gonna go get on. Is it on iTunes, Spotify?
everything.
It's on everything. You can watch it. I have a video out on YouTube too.
I know it. You finna to love me. I can show it. If I give you a chance, you better.
That's it.
Just a little tease, just a little tease.
That's all you get. Yeah.
No, I'm not mad at it. Yeah, I'm definitely check you out. I'm gonna look you up on YouTube, and I put my IG in the chat. Playlist Now podcast. If you want to throw
Yeah.
me an ad, I'll add you back.
Yeah.
Okay,
But I
perfect.
have a series,
I'm
so I typically go live every Wednesday and Friday, but I haven't been going live on Wednesdays lately, just because I'm trying to get things put together a little bit better for the ladies. But on Wednesday, I have a series called Women Crush Wednesdays, and it's just for independent, underground, unsigned women artists like yourself who are out here killing it with
yep.
with R&B production, just whatever they're doing. And so I definitely want to start getting more one-on-one uh, guest co-hosts on those series. Right now, I've been heavily focused on
Mm-hmm.
Fridays, which is my Hey Who Dat music reviews, and you can definitely tap in this Friday if you like.
Mm-hmm.
Send some music through.
Or
Very very no, go ahead, go ahead. But very, very easy thing to do. Playlist Now Podcast at gmail.com. You can send me whatever you want. And basically, we just listen. We give some critiques if we have any. And we try to help you network and politic and things like that. But if ever you do want to come on for a guest spot, it's definitely open to you. All I ask, I guess, is typically what I try to do is have the artist come on, play some of their music, and then at the end of the show they pick a winner to do a feature or collab with. So again, just another way to network and get more music out there. You know what I mean?
Okay. Say less. Say less.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. But this is dope. This is dope. I love networking and connecting with new people, new artists. Just discovering new talent out there. And I heard a snippet. I heard a little bit. I heard a little bit. So I like what I heard.
To be afraid of the way.
Too much.
I I, I want to hear the hoo hoo whatever you talking about earlier. That's what I want to hear.
You want to hear the hook?
There you go. In the shower, bro. Summer.
Okay, okay. I fucks with the vibes, man. I really do. I fucks with the vibes. Definitely
Thank
good
you. Thank
energy.
you.
You seem like a dope artist, so I'm gonna go. I'm gonna check the whole thing out. I'm gonna be at work talking about hoo hoo like Michael Jackson in this hoe. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, tell your friends about it
Tell
too.
your friends, tell your family. I heard that.
All right, bro. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I told you I wouldn't put him on here if he wasn't, you know what I mean? But anyway, uh,
Yeah, man.
this the Doing the Big podcast. This is Lex Lou right here. And my man's Tommy. You know what I'm saying? Definitely tune in, support everybody that's on here. I appreciate y'all for coming.
Yeah.
Lex,
Thank
anybody else you
you for having me. I really appreciate
Lex,
it.
no doubt.
before you go, let people know where they can follow you, get in tune with you, where they can follow your music and all of that. Like, give yourself a shout
Okay.
out.
Mm-hmm.
So on all of the music streaming platforms, you can find me under Lexy Lou. It's LEXYLOU. On all of the social media platforms, you can find me under Lexy Lou Music. It's LEXYLOU Music.
There you go. There you go. And there y'all have it, man. Big John with another one.
Salute. Appreciate it. I'm taking it out like this. All right, bro. Appreciate y'all.